Breaking news at noon. 5 people are dead, including 2 children in Rock Hill. Officials are calling this a mass shooting. Thanks for joining us for your Fox 46 News at noon. I'm Paige Failing. The Associated Press reporting former NFL player Phillip Adams of Rock Hill was the person behind this mass shooting. The York County Coroner's Office says the 32-year-old died of a self-inflicted gunshot wound after a standoff with police. York County Sheriff deputies say this all happened last night on Marshall Road. They found all 5 victims dead at the home. A 6th person was also reportedly shot. Their condition is unknown at this time. We do have live team coverage right now. Fox 46's Destiny McKeever and Emma Withrow. We start with Destiny live in York County. Destiny, we know the shooter's parents live nearby in Rock Hill there. What do we know about the shooter's relationship with any of the victims here?
Well, Paige, yes, that shooter is said to live just houses away from where this incident occurred. At his mother's home is where police found him. But we know that he had some sort of relationship with the doctor. Apparently, he was a patient of this doctor, according to those sources from the AP. But if you take a look here, you can see where this scene unfolded. This is as close as we were able to get yesterday. At around 4:45 is when police showed up to that 911 call on Marshall Road. They found Dr. Robert Lesslie. He is 70 years old, and his wife dead on scene. Their 2 grandkids, who were just 5 and 9 years old, were also found dead. There was another man working at the home, 38-year-old James Lewis. He was also found shot dead, and police are saying this was a disturbing scene.
None of us can figure out why at the moment, but that's why our violent crimes detectives are down there doing what they do, and they're good at it.
Yeah, and that's what police are doing right now. They're still working to determine what exactly was the motive in all of this. And of course, we'll have that press conference with new information, hopefully, coming up at 2 p.m. That 6th victim in this case, we do not have a condition on that person at this time. Of course, we're still working to learn that, and we hope to learn that information coming up at that press conference, again, scheduled at 2 p.m. Reporting live from York County, I'm Destiny McKeever, Fox 46.
Well, here is some information we're learning about one of the victims, Dr. Robert Lesslie. He was director and founder of Riverview House Calls and Riverview Hospice. The published author also served as medical director of Piedmont Medical Center's emergency department for almost 15 years. Lesslie and his wife had 4 children and 9 grandchildren. And here is a list of the victims: 70-year-old Robert Lesslie, 69-year-old Barbara Lesslie, 9-year-old Adah Lesslie, 5-year-old Noah Lesslie, and 38-year-old James Lewis from Gastonia. Fox 46's Emma Withrow is in Gastonia, where she just learned one of the victims was a single father of 3. Emma.
Right, Paige, we're on the street where James lived. We just spoke with his parents, Tom and Linda. They're not currently married, but they raised James, and they said that they found out the news last night. They had to break it to his 3 kids. Those 3 kids there's 2 twins, they're 13-year-olds, and then he has a 16-year-old son, and they said they're still in complete shock after breaking those news. He said that his father said that he's no longer married to the child's mom. They're currently out to brunch right now. Those kids are in complete shock, as I just said. James worked at the Gaston Sheet Metal Company, otherwise known as GSM. His parents said James was at the house in Rock Hill last night fixing the AC when all of this happened, and we did receive a statement from GSM. Both men involved in this incident are long-standing, beloved members of our family at GSM. These men embody the values we strive to achieve at GSM, and our family focused, upbeat, and wonderful team members who cared about all the people they encountered. In the coming days, our focus is on helping these families and our team members cope with this tragedy. And as we just said, we spoke with James's parents, Tom and Linda. They're still in complete shock. It was devastating hearing them talk about their son. They said he was an unbelievable man. I asked them to describe him in one word, and they said he was awesome. He would give you the shirt off his back if he could, and they said that he was doing everything he could to provide for his family. We'll have more on this evening at 4, 5, and 6, but for now, in Gastonia, Emma Withrow, Fox 46.
And we're hearing from a longtime neighbor of the Adams family. She says she came home last night to find the police all over the neighborhood. She says everyone knows everyone there, so when this happened, it came as quite a shock.
they had all this closed at once, and then they had this little section right here later on, let's say 6 o'clock, 5:30, 6 o'clock was just up here, and they were searching and searching and searching the woods for everybody, and then it ends up right here across from our house. It's just like, who is this? Like, I mean, you know, why is this happening right here? I mean, it's very scary, very, very scary. Mind-blowing is something that I don't wish upon anybody, any family to have to go through, and especially the Lesslies, to lose parents and children all at the same time. I mean, my heart goes out to them. I can't imagine what they're feeling right now.
Allison Hope says she would see Phillip Adams come and go from the house. She says all of this is so heartbreaking for both families. And Congressman Ralph Norman just released his statement on the mass shooting in Rock Hill, in part saying it is impossible to imagine the grief that the extended Lesslie family must be feeling, including and especially their adult children. Please join me in lifting them up in prayers and wrapping them in the same love and support they've shown many of us over the years. The congressman also went on to say, I also want to send my sincere condolences to the family of James Lewis from Gaston, who also lost his life yesterday.